Meteorologists are at a loss to explain what is causing this weather and why it has taken flight to drive.
Crazy. We're getting the first rain since November. We're getting what? Absolutely massive hailstones.
It's supposed to be the coldest weather on record in 1,000 years.
What reasons do we have for this? Is this climate change? What's going on?
We don't really know. The experts don't even know.
Good evening. Now it's in the books forever, or at least until the next winter, as powerful and relentless as this one. It really will be spring before some of this snow is gone. This last storm, which grew way beyond what even our crack meteorologists saw coming, cemented this winter in our history, cemented millions of people inside their home. Look at the size of this thing as seen from space. Records fell.
The biggest snowfall in recorded history.
100 million people will be impacted by this storm. That's 1/3 the population of the United States.
Sprays of freezing water from Lake Erie shrouded a lighthouse near Cleveland, Ohio.
Unusually cold weather continues to pound the eastern half of the United States, and it is very serious. It's pushing temperatures well below normal.
Britain remains in the grip of the big freeze tonight, and there is little sign of it easing. Heavy snow brought large parts of the UK to a standstill again today, with airports closed, motorways shut, and tonight ice is the big worry as temperatures plunge to as low as -7 or 8.
The catastrophic earthquake in Chile was so powerful, it knocked the Earth off of its axis and shortened the length of the day.
Tonight there is another measure of how powerful this earthquake was. Listen to this. It moved so much mass on the planet that government scientists estimate it moved the Earth off its axis by about 3 inches, and as a result shortened the day by a few millionths of a second. The quake raised the ground level of one island in Chile by 6 feet, and it most certainly turned the lives of millions, as we've seen, upside down.
Australia is experiencing one of the worst floods in the past 70 years. The BBC says the flooding has reached biblical proportions.
Evacuations are underway in far north Queensland as locals and tourists flee the path of monster cyclone Yasi. Much of the Cairns CBD is expected to go underwater when the biggest cyclone in the state's history crosses the coast early Thursday.
Our planet is gearing up for its largest magnetic storm in years, due to arrive later today. A number of scientists have warned of possible technological catastrophe.
Back now to our top story, a terrible mystery gripping the world right now. Birds, fish, and all kinds of creatures just dropping dead in huge numbers for what seems like no reason.
Just when you thought there couldn't be more change going on in the world, it turns out magnetic north is moving. Aviators knew this. It's always moved, but not like this. In fact, it's on the move about 40 miles a year now along the polar cap toward Russia.
But this is all a sign of the apocalypse.
You no longer have to worry about when Jesus will return or what he'll look like. He's already here. Give it up for the reincarnation of Jesus Christ himself, or so he says, Jose Luis de Jesus Miranda.
So who are you? I'm Jesus Christ, man. So the second coming of Christ.
Thousands are feared dead after a powerful earthquake hits Haiti in the Caribbean, the worst for 200 years.
Millions of people in the U.S. felt the effect of a powerful earthquake that struck Mexico Sunday afternoon.
A 9.0 magnitude quake struck under the Indian Ocean December 26th.
Down in New Zealand, everyone, as a result of a powerful 7.4 earthquake they've had there.
Devastation in Japan is making headlines around the world as the country recovers from the 8.9 magnitude earthquake that sent a tsunami crashing over the mainland.
A major tsunami has struck northeastern Japan
in an event that geologists call historic.
It all started with an 8.9 magnitude quake that hit around 2:45 p.m. local time in Japan, 12:45 in the morning here on the East Coast. It is the largest recorded quake in Japan's history. It is also the 5th strongest quake in the world in the past 111 years. And there have been at least 19 aftershocks, including several stronger than last month's devastating quake in New Zealand.
There are earthquakes from time to time, but we have never, ever felt anything on the magnitude, the literal magnitude of what we experienced today.
Matt, as we are talking, we are looking at this extraordinary wave, another tsunami wave, moving toward the Japanese coast.
And as we mentioned, a tsunami warning has now been extended to include Hawaii and spots all along the U.S. West Coast.
That's right. When it starts to hit the continental shelf, it speeds up. It moves as fast as 500 miles an hour, the speed of a jumbo jet.
As you can see in the pictures, you have massive walls of waves just eating up everything in its path.
The catastrophic earthquake in Chile was so powerful, it knocked the Earth off of its axis and shortened the length of the day.
right, come to your TV right now because this is our Weather Watch 12 camera. We're catching a meteor, possible meteor, most likely.
A video has been released showing a howling fireball streaking through the sky above America's Midwest late last night. The U.S. National Weather Service has confirmed that the light was a meteor. The phenomenon was apparently seen by dozens across 5 states, and many also reported hearing a thundering sound.
What is that on screen? No astronomer has seen this before. Scientists say they're clueless about what it might be. Back on the screen, what is it?
We don't know. We are stumped. Scientists around the world are saying, what the heck is this object? It doesn't fit any of the profiles of the usual suspects. That's the problem.
The usual suspects are comets, meteor,
stars, galaxies, planets.
How about some sort of alien dealio? You buy into that?
Well, you know, the object is about the size of the Rose Bowl Stadium. So it's too small to be a planet or a star or a galaxy. And it's not a comet. There's no gas in the tail of that comet. It's not a meteor because it's not inside the Earth's atmosphere. So what is it? We're scratching our head. The only thing we can think of at the present time is a once-in-a-lifetime event, the collision of 2 asteroids in space. We've never seen that before. That's right. A month ago, we spotted this little speck doing all sorts of shenanigans that it shouldn't be doing. The Hubble Space Telescope zooms in on it, and our jaws hit the floor. At that point, we're saying...
Now, it's called the P/2010 A2. And you say that's short for...
We are clueless.
On March 19th, the moon's orbit will be 221,000 miles from Earth, the closest it's been in 19 years. It's called the supermoon, a term coined by Richard Noley for when the moon's orbit is nearest the Earth, and the sun, moon, and Earth are all in alignment. That means the gravitational pulls of the moon and sun combine to cause higher tides. This kind of alignment only happens every 10 to 20 years, so when it does, KGTV says we notice.
There is a precedent. The deadly tsunami in Indonesia happened 2 weeks before the 2005 supermoon, and Cyclone Tracy laid waste to Australia during the supermoon year of 1974. There were also extreme weather events in the supermoon years of 1955 and 1992.
Talk of the supermoon began weeks before the earthquake hit Japan.
However, most astronomers say this is just coincidence.
Our planet is gearing up for its largest magnetic storm in years, due to arrive later today. A number of scientists have warned of possible technological catastrophe.
Hey everybody, this is the massive solar flare that took place today, February 13th. Check this out. Does that not look like the red horse of the apocalypse? That is the massive CME that was ejected off the surface of the sun today. They say it was close to an X-class, which is huge. Signs in the heavens, in the sun, in the moon, Matthew chapter 24. And on the earth, distress of nations, kingdom rising against kingdom, wars and rumors of wars. Earthquakes in divers places. We're in the time of revelation, guys. The earth is changing. The sun is changing. We're in the time of the end, guys. This is the book of Revelation. Be prepared.